I talked about this before when you and I were chatting about your fine book on him and his imprint. And I can't help but thinking he sees himself and maybe regrets seeing himself as a sort of like a Rodney Dangerfield of presidents, that he doesn't get the respect, that he doesn't get the notoriety, that he doesn't, not that it matters to him, the multi-million-dollar book deals, even though he's written close to 3 dozen since leaving office. And it's got to stick in his craw.
It does, and I think one of the reasons that he's pleased with my book, although it's very candid about the mistakes that he and I and others made, is that it's a positive reassessment about all the positive things he did, which were obscured by Iran and inflation, such as energy security, the environment, ethics laws, opening to China, the Camp David Accords, human rights and foreign policy, tough stand toward the Soviet Union and Afghanistan. And I think his concern is, and the reason that I wrote the book, is not to ignore those. I don't whitewash them, as you know.
No.
But it is that they've obscured the very real accomplishments he made, and I think that does stick in his craw. But I think hopefully my book will cause a reassessment of his presidency, not just the fact that he's an admired former president, but that he did important things, I think, becoming the most accomplished one-term president. 70% of our legislation was passed. These were obscured by these very real problems. I think he's now seeing the fact that hopefully through my book and other commentaries that the positive parts of his administration are coming through, including the ethics parts, the telling the truth, being respectful of the office, being respectful of the Federal Reserve's independence, even when it hurt. All of these things I think are important, and I'm glad that you gave him the opportunity and have given me the opportunity to talk about them.
Having worked for both President Carter and President Clinton, I don't want to say who did you like more, but who impressed you more?
Well, I think, let's take Trump, Clinton, and Carter. I also worked with President Johnson.
Yes, you did.
President Trump is an extraordinary politician in nurturing his base. Every day he does that. President Carter had the problem that he was too liberal for his conservative Southern white base and too conservative for his liberal interest group base in the Democratic Party, so it fell into cracks.
And that cost him with Ted Kennedy.
It cost him greatly with Ted Kennedy's race, which divided the party going into the race. Now, with respect to Bill Clinton is a master politician. President Carter had, as in a sense Obama did, a sort of intellectual view of the presidency, doing the right thing regardless of the political consequences. He always said to us, don't tell me the politics, I'm going to do the right thing from my viewpoint and let the politics fall where they may. Well, the president is the commander-in-chief, but he's also the politician-in-chief. And that's what Bill Clinton understood. Bill Clinton nurtured his coalition. He loved politics. He was good at schmoozing, good at compromising. And so he was as bright as Jimmy Carter. They're both really brilliant. He's Clinton, a Rhodes Scholar, Jimmy Carter finishing near the top of the Naval Academy. But Jimmy Carter had a very different view of politics. You park politics at the Oval Office door and do the right thing and hopefully you'll get rewarded. That's not what Bill Clinton feels. It's not what Donald Trump feels. It is, you're a politician every day, every minute. You have to nurture that base.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. But had we had a better economy, had we not had the hostage crisis, Jimmy Carter's approach would have succeeded because he did get 70% of his legislation done. He did have huge accomplishments abroad and at home.
And you spell it out in black and white, the good, the bad, and everything in between. President Carter, the White House years, Ambassador Stuart Eizenstat, thank you very, very much.
Neil, thank you.